Picture this familiar, agonizing scene. A conversation, a meeting, or even a quick text exchange ended 5 hours ago. You lie awake in the dark. Your mind, unsettled, feverishly replaying a single, essentially insignificant phrase spoken in passing. What did she really mean when she said okay? That innocuous phrase becomes a trigger. Your thinking turns it into a nightmarish, multi-layered labyrinth with no exit. You're stuck in a loop. You analyze every second, an intonation you might have missed, a facial expression you might have overlooked, a context you might have misunderstood. You construct dozens of alternative scenarios that you know will never happen, yet you continue to feed them. With each new cycle of analysis, you feel your inner confidence draining away. You begin to doubt your judgment, your original thinking, your power, and even your very reality. It's a mental drain that saps your energy. You've been taught that overthinking is a sign of your depth, your intelligence, your responsibility. This isn't true. It's a profound illusion. It's not a sign of mental strength. It's a sign of deep, irrational fear. It's not useful analysis. It's a mental trap. You're not seeking the objective truth about the situation. You're seeking reassurance and safety from potential pain or rejection. And you'll never find it, because it doesn't exist. The myth we're debunking, we, as a modern society, are convinced that the longer and more deeply we analyze the past, the better equipped we will be to control and avoid mistakes in the future. The truth, overthinking is not analysis. It's a sophisticated but destructive form of avoidance. It's your brain's way of delaying the decision and taking responsibility for the inevitable risk of action. We'll reveal the dark psychology of this habit, how this internal mental paralysis destroys your attraction, your power, and renders you powerless in crucial moments of communication and relationships. Insight number 1, overthinking as a fake productivity. Your mind is a great self-deceiver. It's convinced you that if you think about it 4 hours, you're working on the problem. This is the most dangerous lie. You don't move forward. Overthinking is an illusion of progress, not progress itself. You create a complex mental construct to avoid a simple but terrifying action that could lead to rejection or failure. Mini story. You spend months pondering how to start a difficult, important conversation in a relationship, running through thousands of scenarios and lines. Instead of simply calling or meeting and accepting responsibility for the outcome, your brain receives a powerful, but false, rush of dopamine from mental activity, without bearing the risk and energy costs of real action. He rewards you for inaction. Dark secret, you don't overthink because you're caring or smart. You overthink because action requires confidence and acceptance of the unknown. And overthinking allows you to delay the inevitable. Insight number 2, the external validation trap. Overthinking is almost always not self-analysis, but an attempt to decipher someone else's mind. What did they really think? How did they assess my worth? This is direct, obvious evidence that your value framework is outside of you. You seek confirmation of your significance in others' words, intonations, and emotions. Psychology. You overthink because your brain believes that others' approval is the key to your security and, therefore, to your confidence. You've given them the remote control of your state. This makes you a willing hostage to other people's emotions and unclear communication. You don't live by your own rules and thinking, but try to guess the rules of others. Gender dynamics. This habit is poison to attraction. Insecurity, stemming from the constant search for validation and the fear of making a mistake, is instantly read and perceived as weakness. Truth. True confidence and strength begin when you stop analyzing other people's words for meaning and begin asserting your own meaning through your actions and communication. Insight number 3, emotional anchoring and freedom. Reframing is very often tied to a deep, painful emotional anchor, a feeling of insecurity, past rejection, or childhood trauma. Every time you begin to analyze someone's intonation, you subconsciously return to this familiar pain. You are not looking for an answer, you're searching for a familiar, safe emotion of suffering. Thought shift, stop fighting the thought and trying to fix it. Start fighting the emotion that generated and fuels it, breaking the cycle. Practice, anchoring action. As soon as you catch yourself in the cycle of overthinking, immediately perform a physical, simple action that requires external work, not internal. Get up, do 5 push-ups. Drink some water. Or, if it's about a relationship, send one simple, clear message to the point, without thinking it through perfectly. This breaks the brain pattern, thought anxiety further thought. You replace mental action with physical action. Your mind must understand and reinforce. Immediate, minimal action is the only, pure antidote to the mental trap of paralysis. Dark secret, Action is the only communication your brain accepts as irrefutable proof of your confidence and your strength. Your power doesn't lie in controlling every variable. It lies in accepting the unknown as an inevitable condition of action. The philosophy of freedom: you are free from the debilitating, perpetual need to know everything in advance. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to be wrong, accept the consequences, and act despite the risk. Emotions panic and try to stop you. Your mind guides and makes decisions. You will no longer be a slave to your endless thoughts. You will be their master, choosing which thoughts are worthy of attention. True analysis leads to decision and action. Overthinking leads only to paralysis and uncertainty. Your freedom begins with one simple, immediate action. Don't analyze this video. Act. Apply at least one insight right now. Do what you've been putting off while thinking about how to do it perfectly. There will be no perfect moment. Your inner voice, your intuition, already knows the answer. Trust him. Overthinking is simply your brain's defensive habit against real, unpredictable life. Action is the only true bridge to strength and confidence.